Morning. This is Arnie Waters here at Waters Capital in Boston, Massachusetts. You know, it's a good thing that we're not under the influence of the native, when I say nativist, I mean the sense of reserving America, Christian, so-called Christian fundamentalists, because all these earthquakes and things would be a sign of the end of times. So, I'm not trying to make a humorous comment about this tragedy in Japan and the tsunami sweeping across the Pacific, but I am trying to point out how so-called religionists use events like this to support their particular views. Now, what we see happening today is we're seeing weakness in gold and some other commodities due to the fact that Japan is the third largest consumer of commodities. It's interesting to note, however, that gold has held in early trading as even up a few dollars. We continue to see this as a sign that you need to be owning gold in some quantity for your portfolio. We also have a viewpoint that the day of rage in Saudi Arabia may turn out to be an extremely important moment because we believe that we attended a lecture by the most excellent former president of Zanzibar, Karume, and one of the things he pointed out extremely diligently was the economic and slash freedom issues that are causing the so-called Jasmine Rebellion. And what this means is that in Saudi Arabia, there's a whole bunch, perhaps 30% of the population, who have degrees and advanced degrees and can't get work. So that this is what we used to call back in the way back when times, these are revolutions of rising expectations. These are things where people are expecting their lives to be different and they're not materially different and they may be worse under these autocratic regimes. So it'll be real interesting to see how far the Saudis are willing to go. And I think they're willing to go pretty far to quash these protests. So now structurally what we're saying is continue to accumulate gold. We already told you about the PIMCO thing, which is an enormous moment for a giant institution to recognize the clear and present danger of inflation. We also think the Molycorp story is going to be a terrific story. We also are very interested to note that despite the Japanese reports of cooling problems at 2 of their nuclear power plants, there's been no downdraft in uranium. That's because uranium is so desperately needed as a power source. But again, that's something you've heard about us thematically, and if you want to see our white paper on uranium, please check us out on our website, waterscapital.com. So those are some thoughts on a difficult day. Arnie Waters here, Waters Capital in Boston. Aim for the ice flows, not the open water. Keep swinging.